Good morning all and happy CA day and happy GST day. Now we are playing ICI Moto song. I request all to put their right hand on their heart. So friend, as we are celebrating this 72nd CA day and GST day also, now I request our dynamic and visionary chairman of Ahmedabad branch, CA Fenil Shah, to give his opening remarks on launching of this GST Sahayika help desk. Fenil bhai.
क्या नाम है GST?
Thank you, Bishan bhai.
सहायता.
Shri Ajay Jain ji, Chief Commissioner, CGST Ahmedabad, the chief guest for this inaugural session. CA Aniket Talati ji, Central Council member of ICI, in absentia to join soon. CA Rahul Maliwal, Chairman of Indirect Tax Committee of Ahmedabad branch of WRC of ICEI, and CA Bishan Shah, Secretary, and also playing a very pivotal role in this particular GST help desk. Regional council members and managing committee members of branch, members and students, I welcome you all to this virtual launching of GST Sahayata Help Desk, and also on outset would wish you all a happy CA day and a happy GST day. Friends, today is a very important day for all the chartered accountants, as today we are celebrating the 72nd Chartered Accountants Day. Yes, friends, due to COVID-19, we could not do those grand celebrations, but COVID-19 cannot stop Ahmedabad branch from doing the celebrations. And this time, we are not going to celebrate this day just for one day, but we are going to have celebrations spanned over 2 months and focusing on programs and webinars, not only focusing on professional updates or professional upgradation, but also focusing on health of members, students, and their family members. Now, coming up to this particular GST help desk, our Honorable President of ICEI, C. Atul Kumar Gupta ji, has desired that ICEI should be the last word in all GST solutions. ICEI should truly work shoulder to shoulder with government and should truly act as partners in nation building, and any citizen sitting in any corner is having any issue with respect to compliance of GST, then he should be provided the help with respect to that. And he had a dream of establishing and setting up 100 GST help desks in a country and thereby support not only government but also taxpayers in making GST a goods and simple tax. Ahmedabad branch, supporting our ICI HO and also with the support of GST and Indirect Tax Committee of ICEI, has embarked on establishing this help desk. And earlier it was being like we were going to have this help desk every Saturday, and every person can come to branch and their queries will be redressed. But considering this COVID-19 situation, we are launching this on virtual basis, and it's like a boon because all the people will be able to take the benefit on every day, not just restricted to Saturday. and how this is to be used. For that, Bishan Bhai is going to address that how this help desk can be used. But friends, I can assure you that this is not just a regular help desk. Here, the whole team, more than 45 channels, one team is coordinating, another team is going to collect the queries, and another team is going to answer, and all the queries before being answered will be verified by the scrutiny team. So very well manner this is being executed, and truly it will become a Sahayata help desk for all the citizens, and you can say specifically the people of Gujarat at large. At the outset and to end up, I would like to thank CA Bishan Shah for organizing this whole GST help desk in a very lucid manner. Also, I can't forget CA Rahul Maliwal for working shoulder to shoulder in implementing this project to ensure that it becomes one of the best one. And I also thank again with deepest gratitude to Shri Ajay Jain ji for joining us in this virtual help desk launching, because sir, this will be very memorable for whole team that your presence is there in this particular occasion. And yes, I cannot forget all the committee members who are working in this GST help desk committee to make this dream saw a day in the sun. So with these words, I again thank you all, wish you a happy CA day, and now I request CA Bishan Shah to take the session ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman sir, for your kind words. And I would like to say that this help desk, the idea behind this is that the GST baby took birth on 1st July 2017. Now it's a 3-year old, but we have to nurture it. And if we nurture it, then it's definitely going to give us its fruits. And for that reason, we practitioners are having some issues so far as the interpretation is concerned, or so far as network issues are concerned. And due to that, sir, we have a thought, and since Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is pioneer in national building and pioneer in making awareness for the GST throughout the country, we have thought to launch this GST help desk for our members and for the taxpayers to guide them in a proper way, or if they are having some doubts, they can resolve these doubts here. While coming to this help desk, they just have to fill in five things, that is their name, email ID, phone number, city, and with their queries they can just post it on email, and their identity we are not going to make aware to our expert panelists. So there are 45 panelists, experts, and the person who is asking query, his name will not be disclosed to anyone. So that's how we are going to give answers to the queries, and we clear the doubts of our members so they can play their role in a better manner. We have the presence of our dynamic Central Council member now, CA Aniket Talatiji, and sir, we have started Digital Learning and Re-Engineering Hub, and Aniket Bhai is the chairman of that Digital Learning and Re-Engineering Hub. So in this difficult time where we are not able to have a physical meetings or learnings, Digital Learning Hub will be very much useful to our members. So he is also convener of FRRB, that is Financial Review, Financial Reporting and Review Board. So welcome, sir. And now I request you to please address on this auspicious, I can say, day in celebration of GST Day and the CA Day. Yes, Aniket bhai.
Thank you so much, Bishan bhai. I think very rightly mentioned, indeed and in fact an auspicious day, because not just the foundation day for our institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, which was established, I think we cannot say it enough, on 1st of July 1949. Our founding fathers, the people who wrote our constitutional, thought it appropriate that the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India should come into existence even before the adoption of our constitution. Before India became a sovereign, this act was made in force. In fact, on 15th of August is when the first Central Council meeting was held, and the then Commerce Minister came and said that we have created this body, which is an autonomous body which will run the profession of chartered accountancy, be a partner in nation building. And I think over these 71 years, as we celebrate the 72nd Foundation Day, truly the ICI and all the members and the chartered accountants have lived up to the name. So I'm grateful and thankful to all our chartered accountant seniors first, and wish them all a very, very happy CA. Ending today's session for inaugurating this initiative of the institute, which is being led by the branch under the able leadership of Fenil Bhai, supported by Bishan Bhai and Rahul ji, who are both into the field of GST. Sir, at the institute level, I'm happy to share that when we have visited last year to the various offices here with our GST chairperson, we felt the need that how ICI can also play the role of bridging the gap, helping members not just specialize in GST, but the common public who are the actual taxpayers who are facing certain difficulty, and it will happen with any law, in understanding the nuances. Sir, we are happy to share today 11 additional publications we have released. The target is to have 20 simple publications which are not for chartered accountants but for public at large. How do you register? How do you pay taxes? What are the returns? What are the details required? And a very detailed step-by-step guide is included in that, sir. So I can assure you on behalf of the institute, sir, that we will play our role to make sure that we play the role of facilitators of advancing the targets of the revenue, which is in terms of increasing the penetration of the tax, higher collection, at the same time making it less intrusive, making it easier for compliance of all our citizens, especially in a time of pandemic when people are facing business challenges, sir. It is the true belief of chartered accountants and the ICI that we must play our role of partner in nation building. And we assure you, sir, any other help that you feel we can do, or any responsibility, sir, that you want to give upon us as chartered accountants to the branch, to our region, or to the national ICI, it will be our pleasure to associate with you. I can only conclude by saying that, sir, today, as we celebrate the ICI's 72nd Foundation Day, we have laid out 7 important facets that ICI plays a role in. And these are we formulate standards which are world-class in accounting, in auditing. We formulate guidances on GST, which is right now the guidance notes that have come out are best publications considered across the country on this topic. Regulate to make sure that our members are performing within the ethical framework. I am very happy to share with you, sir, that today, that is 1st of July 2020, we are adopting a new code of ethics, which is benchmarked with the international ethical standards of 2019, latest ethical standards, and the most relevant of them are being adopted. In fact, the bar has been raised at a various clauses where our ethical standards are even higher than the international practice. Some example can be our auditors will never write the books of accounts, sort of the financial statements where we express an opinion. But internationally, this is an allowed practice. We have said that our chartered accountants must have a higher bar, so we regulate them. Authenticate, the department relies on our chartered accountants. The stakeholders rely on our financial statements. Educate members, our chartered accountants, the student community, and public at large. Propagate the schemes, the policies of the government. Integrate, to play the role of the bridge between government and citizens. And finally, conciliate as a partner in nation building. So formulate, regulate, authenticate, educate, propagate, integrate, and conciliate. These are the 7 aspects, sir, that the council, the ICI, has laid out, and we look forward to playing our role as partner in nation building on this August day, which is our Chartered Accountants Day. and also the GST Day, I extend my warmest wishes to all chartered accountants attending, to all the officers of the GST who have relentlessly worked, facing so much difficulty to make sure that this new tax that our country has introduced has become a stellar success. And I strongly believe it will be a model for the world to follow. My compliments to Branch and everybody else involved in this process, and thank you very much for inviting me.
दुनिया भर में भारत के चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स को उनकी समझ और बेहतरीन फाइनेंशियल स्किल्स के लिए जाना जाता है। हमारे शास्त्रों में 4 पुरुषार्थ की चर्चा की गई है: धर्म, अर्थ, काम और मोक्ष। जिस प्रकार से धर्म और मोक्ष की चर्चा करें तो ऋषि मुनि हमको दिखते हैं, उसी की बराबरी में अर्थ जगत का कारोबार नेतृत्व आपके हाथ में है। अर्थ का सही आचरण क्या है, कौन सा मार्ग सही है, ये दिशा दिखाने का दायित्व चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट फील्ड के हर छोटे मोटे व्यक्ति का है। जैसे डॉक्टर समाज के और व्यक्ति के शारीरिक स्वास्थ्य की चिंता करते हैं, वैसे ही आप पर समाज के आर्थिक स्वास्थ्य की जिम्मेदारी होती है। आज इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स ऑफ इंडिया ICAI का स्थापना दिवस है। मेरी तरफ से आप सबको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
Thank you, Aniket Bhai, for those kind words. Now I request CA Rahul Maliwal to give introduction of our today's chief guest, Shri Ajay Jain sir.
Thank you, Vishan Bhai. The chief guest for the session, Ajay Jain sir, our Central Council member, Aniket Talati, our chairman of the branch, Fanil Bhai, and the secretary of the branch, Vishan Bhai, and all other the members. Happy 72nd CA Day. Now, just to inaugurate, just to give the introduction of Ajay Jain sir, as such in Ahmedabad, sir, at least you do not require any introduction, because from each and every corner, everybody knows you very well with your humble gesture. But just for the formality, I need to introduce sir. Sir is an IRS from the 1985 batch. He is presently holding the charge of Chief Commissioner, CGST and the Central Excise Ahmedabad Zone. Earlier to this, he has worked in the capacity of the Principal Commissioner of the Custom Ahmedabad, and apart from that, he has also worked in various custom and the Central Excise formations. Sir was confirmed with the Presidential Award for the especially distinguished record of the service tax as of the services as Commissioner of the Central Excise CBEC in the year 2011, and he was associated with the formation of the GST process documents and the drafting the GST law from the 2010 onwards. So with this, I'll welcome Ajay Jain sir for the purpose of inaugural of this particular session. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Rahul Bhai. And sir, on behalf of Ahmedabad branch, we welcome you, and I request you to inaugurate this help desk.
Shri Fanil Shah, Chairman, Ahmedabad branch of Western India Regional Council of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Shri Aniket Talati, Shri Bishan Shah, Shri Rahul Maliwal, and all other members of the CA fraternity. A very good morning to all of you. It is my privilege to address you all on the 72nd Foundation Day of ICAI and as well as 3rd GST Day 1st July shall ever be a momentous day for Chartered Accountants Institute as well as for the GST department. ICAI has been a steadfast witness as well as an active catalyst in India's development. The role played by chartered accountants in particular and the professional fraternity in general has helped government in implementing various tax policies, and this is not only acknowledged but also greatly appreciated by all. GST from its nascent stage has seen a proactive involvement by ICAI and its members. We have been benefited by the insightful inputs given by your professional body during the consultative processes when formulating the GST law, as well as during various stages of implementation of the GST laws. In spreading the salient tenets of one nation, one tax, and one market among taxpayers, your professional body has been instrumental in easing out the journey towards a progressive and a tax-compliant India. To this extent, I sincerely believe that Institute's initiative of launching a GST Helpdesk portal is not only symbolic of your institution's motto, but also a concrete step in reaching out to the public for dissemination of correct replies to their GST-related queries. I'm sure over a period of time, the scope of this facility will be expanded to much wider areas of the GST laws. Such efforts towards providing solutions through virtual medium will be a great help, especially to the MSME sector, as well as it will go a long way in ensuring public safety in the background of COVID-19 pandemic. Mr. Shah, introduction of GST Helpdesk manned by professional will indeed be a boon for all those small entrepreneurs, startups, semi-professionals, and such taxpayers who work independently and perhaps cannot afford to engage full-time professional help every time they face a problem. This will complement the already existing ecosystem created by the department through its own Twitter handles, website, GST Seva Kendras, and outreach programs periodically conducted by department and also with various stakeholder organizations. We all agree that government has been proactively responding to the need of these trying times by taking initiatives like extending the prescribed time limits for various tax compliances, including filing of GST returns, whether these are annual, quarterly, or monthly, and also further easing out provisions like reducing the interest rates, waiver of late fees, allowing filing of returns through EVC, filing of nil returns through SMSs, etc. So these are some of the major steps the government has taken in facilitating the GST taxpayers in particular and the business community as a whole. Now, concerted government efforts for the advantage of MSME taxpayers will only be fruitful when the benefits are correctly explained and conveyed to such taxpayers. Your fraternity has a very significant role to play on this front, and I'm sure the synergy of such efforts by the professional bodies, especially that of the Chartered Accountants Institutes and other professional bodies as well as the department, will go a long way in creating a facilitative environment for achieving the great economic heights which India is destined to reach. I take this opportunity to thank you all again for inviting me to deliver this address, and I am indeed delighted to be a part of such an endeavor by your esteemed institution, which will benefit the public at large. Our best wishes are all with you for the present initiative, and also we look forward towards more such innovative efforts in future. Thank you very much. And now I hereby declare the GST Helpdesk portal by the Ahmedabad branch of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India open. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, we witness your humbleness during our visits to CGST offices, and we found the cooperative attitude in your office, that they are helping us, they are helping taxpayers, and they are also guiding us. And when we are in your office, we feel so much of comfort and confidence. Yes, and now if you can play the
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, sir, thank you so much for inaugurating this GST portal, help desk portal on virtual mode. You have given your time, and words of wisdom will definitely going to help us. I request all the members and taxpayers to take as much as benefit you can. If you have any doubts what the position you should take, then yes, we can guide you. But yes, we all have to come together to nurture this GST, and the biggest reform in India, I can say, will showcase the world that India made successful implementation of GST, and with this, country will prosper. Sir, again, thank you very much uh, for your kind words and accepting our invitation and inaugurating this portal. Fanil bhai, thank you so much that you have given us uh, strength, I can say, to do this, and Aniket bhai for coming here. Thank you very much. We'll end this webinar here. Thank you.